welcome back to another video. I told you I had to talk loud. You gotta do it again.
That's your intro?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to change it for 2019. Okay, so how are we starting it?
Go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing.
We're gonna say, we're engaged.
No, go ahead. Hey, y'all.
No,
Outcast.
I'm gonna leave that in there.
Okay.
So what are we saying? You want me to do all the talking?
You let me know this one time.
Okay, so we're engaged and we are going to be reacting to our proposal video. My mom recorded it. We'll talk about that, but it was a whole camera setup. So we're going to watch it. I'll put it on the screen. And yeah. I guess we'll skip all this part. Did you just talk when you talk? Can you make it full screen?
Well, I can tell you at this point, I was thinking, I hope that they never finish Mecca's hair because I was so nervous. So when they was messing with Mecca, I was just like, let the good times roll.
You gonna tell them what you did before all of this? What did I do?
I can wait because there's another. They'll understand it more when I get to the part and they'll be like, oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, during this time, I still honestly had, I obviously didn't have a clue what was going on. My little brother's moving to Atlanta for college, and so that's why everybody was at the house to have him a send-off dinner. And so that's what the whole thing was. It was like, okay, let's say a prayer before we eat. So this is where my dad is about to pray. Dang, that key told me that. Yeah, you don't want the prayer to end?
I really couldn't believe he didn't pray for me.
Cause then it would have gave it away.
Could have found some way.
Why would he just have prayed for you?
Cause I'm the one that needed it.
And obviously, if you can't tell, he's playing the Xbox.
I'm giving somebody fits right now. Might be one of y'all watching.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it real quick. So, my mom kept saying she wanted to record a YouTube video. So earlier that day, I think it was that morning, she texted me and was like, ooh, since everybody will be at the house, all three of your brothers, we should all record like a sit-down family video. And just like kept talking about it. I was like, okay, that's cool, I'm fine with it. What do you want to talk about? So that's what they told me, or at least she told me that we were doing. So that's why my camera was set up. She was like, we're gonna start it at the dinner table or like with prayer or something like that. And so she was letting everybody know that I was recording a YouTube video, but little did I know why I was recording a YouTube video.
And this is something I had talked about with her mom roughly. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just knew that I wanted to I knew that I wanted to film it so she could get the content for her channel. I honestly, dang it.
Babe, finish your sentence.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You knew you wanted to film it.
Oh, I knew I wanted to film it because so she could have this really, more so a keepsake, but for her content on her channel as well. I thought it would be something cool to be able to go back and talk about what was going through everybody's head as this was happening.
Yeah.
I just missed a 54-yard field goal, and that's what hurts.
What? And y'all, he self-proclaimed himself. No, he proclaimed himself as my manager. So if some content fall through, we know who to blame. Okay, so yeah. Oh my gosh.
Touch on
Oh, and then during the prayer, somebody, did they knock on the door? AD and them? I think they either knocked on the door or rang the doorbell. So like in the video, you can see me like opening my eyes and like looking back because I'm like, what the heck? Who's knocking on the door during the prayer? And little did I know my mom was on Facebook Live recording all of this. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, so after my dad got done praying, I think it was my mom and my dad that was like, here, make your plate first. And I was like, okay. And so I grabbed a plate and Xavier took it from me. Which is not unlike him. So I thought he was just taking the plate so he could make his plate. So
you picked up another one.
So I picked up another one. He like put that one down and like grabbed both my hands and I think I literally said, what are you doing? I was just like, what are you doing? And then I think I started nervous laughing.
She was nervous, like she didn't know who I was gonna rob
like I didn't know what was happening.
Like, yeah, completely clueless, but like I turned into a stranger for about 5 seconds.
Well, I don't know, like I've watched this video like 12 times honestly, but I don't even like remember. Like it was like Twilight Zone, I don't know. But then I was like laughing to not cry and then I started crying and then I couldn't look at him because his voice was shaky and he was about to start crying, so I was just like, oh God, I don't know.
Yeah, now I'm gonna rewind. That what she was saying is true. I had a whole speech paragraph that I was gonna say. One of them ones where somebody would have been like, dang, is he gonna ask her? Or by the time he asked her, she gonna already be done said yes. I have watched so many videos. I listened to so much Jagged Edge.
For real?
Yes.
What?
Well, let me tell you what happened. I had got nervous and I started drinking. And I really, in my head, I was just like, I'm going to just drink like, just a little bit just to be loose. I looked up, the bottle was
a whole bottle
empty, like just splashing back and forth at the bottom of the thing though. And it was too late by then. And everybody was telling me, you good, you good, you good. And I was just like, yeah, I had drank so much, like, I had become numb to the taste. Like, I was just drinking it, didn't even know what it tastes like. No. So that's why I lost all my words here. And when I seen her start crying, I was gonna start boo-hooing with her. We was gonna just be holding each other.
And we kept hugging and just like looking at each other laughing.
We was gonna be engaged, but we was gonna be holding each other. so the Henny was like, just stop. And that's what happened.
Oh, that was sweet. But no, it's so funny because on the way to my house, we drove separate cars, which was weird. I was like, why are we driving 2 separate cars? And then he was just like, oh, I already put the stuff in the car. And I was like, okay. And then my mom texted me, was like, oh, you stopped at the store to get some butter. And I'm like, okay.
She really didn't need that though. That wasn't.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, that wasn't.
Oh.
That wasn't.
I was like, butter? Like.
That ain't had nothing to do with it.
Oh. And I had the dog. I had Denim. So I had to go to the store to get butter. But then when I got to the house, he's sitting on the couch, y'all. He's sitting on my couch with a bottle of Hennessy, leaning back. And my parents was like, what's he going through? And I'm like, I don't know. So he was trying to apparently mask his nervousness. And I just thought he was trying to turn up. But yeah. So then you could see us like laughing, crying, giggling.
What's up?
I wanted
to stay that way.
Mimi has been my rock for over 9 years, I think. And my life has been amazing since I met her. And Mimi, I'm asking you, will you spend the rest of your life with me?
Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Oh.
Love it. Video it.
It's rock.
You was gonna sing it?
I couldn't.
Yeah, I was trying to hold it together. I wanted to like boo-hoo ugly cry. And then my mom was like, oh my God. That's my mom was like, hold it in, cry.
See, and now that I watch this, I feel like it's standing.
And I didn't even see him like take out the box. That's why I don't know. I think I was just like, and I was shaking, and someone was like, y'all need to kiss.
I hope Mimi put this picture of this baby, well, not baby anymore,
my
little cousin in there. When y'all see his face, y'all just gonna bust out rolling. Like he was real life touched. He
was Mason was like 5. Maybe he's probably not even 5, but y'all, he was standing like super close, and he was like this with his mouth covered, like.
Yeah, he was touched.
It was sweet. You did a good job, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, my only requests were that my family be there, my nails be done. Is that it for real? Yeah, edit that out. So yeah, then I think it finally like hit me because I looked at him and I was like, it's there. Like, and then we just kept hugging. It was like, yeah. It was just, I don't know. It was like surreal. And then I finally looked and I was like, it's so pretty. I'm obsessed with Marie.
Me, I'm still living in the moment. It's still surreal for me too, honestly. But it just felt like as soon as she said yes, instantly felt like we were in the next phase of our life. Is what it felt like for me. Yeah. Honestly, because Mimi had told me for I don't know how long, I'm not gonna be no girlfriend for like we know. Thank you. You'll get engaged one day. No, I wanted to do it. She just can't say that.
She made him.
She can't say she didn't say something about it every day.
It wasn't every day.
60-something days straight.
No, that's boosted.
Every day.
It definitely wasn't every day.
Everybody else getting engaged. Must be nice. Look at that.
No.
Every single day. And it would be people that she didn't even know.
But I would just like show him rings.
Oh,
and, like,
they got engaged. Who is that? These people I watched. Oh, okay. Thank you. Tell them I said congrats.
I just had to make sure he was still on track, y'all. That's all. I just made my intentions were clear. And I don't know, y'all could probably hear him. He said for like the past 9 years, or is that what you said?
Forever. So
technically, we've known each other since we were like what, 13?
Mm-hmm.
Since we were like 13. We're about to be 27 this year. So it's been a long time, but we didn't date throughout high school. Throughout high school and college, pretty much. So we started dating again 4 years ago. But it's really been forever. Like he said, it's been like 9+ years. So yeah. That's crazy. Literally. Yeah, I used to get in trouble all the time because of him.
Yeah, we got those stories too.
That would be another video.
Whatnot. We got
all because of him. But yeah, so I think there's some more of the video that. Oh, and then his mom. So his mom cried. Like boo-hoo cried. My mom said she was trying to hold it together because she didn't want her lashes to come off. Oh, and then Christian, my brother Christian, had proposed to his wife at our house last year. Sometime, yeah, like last year. And so he was like, he had a speech. I ain't have all that. I just asked her. Those balloons are so pretty. They said from Miss to Mrs. And she said yes. My Aunt Leslie brought those for me and they were so pretty. Everybody just said, oh, the whole time. And y'all, all the people that were there are people that have known us since literally day one.
Yeah, with no new friends.
No. People that's like, we've been knowing y'all since y'all was at church. And what they used to call it? Not children's church, but I don't know. Something. The back in the day. And you came up out your jacket. Y'all was sweating. It was hot. Nervous. Hey, how'd you feel after?
I mean, it was like I did it. I don't want to say it like that.
Like
I just feel no, not that. It just it hits me more now that it's done versus like that moment.
Yeah.
Like in that moment, it was just like, whoo. And now it's like I can actually process like what all this means and whatnot as far as like forever, next step, future, yada yada yada.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when we get to talk about this wedding. Oh my God, Lord!
It's gonna be lit.
I can tell you, it's gonna be some content because of that. Because it's gonna be
lit.
It will be, but it's gonna be some lit discussions and debates too about that.
Yeah.
Which I'm ready for all the feedback about that, but that's another video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole wedding series. Y'all probably gonna get tired of me talking about my engagement and my wedding, but I'm excited. So videos will be made. Yeah, I agree with you said. Like in that moment, it was just like I don't think it processed like what engaged really meant.
Yeah, it was like a joyous moment. Like
it still is, but it was just like
now you get to think about what that
really
meant.
means. Yeah,
which I thought about beforehand, but now it's like
it's here.
Yeah,
yeah. Like I said, I was like, it's there. Like, and I told my mom that too. I have those moments where. I mean, I'll just look at it and I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I'm engaged. Like, we knew, well, I knew since day one. I used to call him my husband when we were 16, but...
I used to call my wife back. Sometimes.
No, he didn't. So, I literally have been saying that since we were like 16. And then, it's funny because my niece's mom had reminded me of a story of when we broke up in like middle school. And so, just to think back to then... as we broke up in middle school, high school, and then now we're engaged 10 years later. Oh, that's so sweet. But yeah. And then I think the rest of the video, it's not in this video that we're watching because it was recording my camera, but baby, you can see. Are you listening?
I am listening to you, babe. I promise. If you would have seen what just happened. Whoever Polo Space Jeans is online, I guess. That's all I can say.
Do you think they're watching my video?
I mean, they might, and I might have to get them right. Like, I guess.
Maybe you should do a video of Madden or something. But the video that y'all will see that's not on the video we're watching is the whole setup of like you in there talking to my dad and Libby telling you like calm down. You have to see it, it's funny. And you had your backpack on and Michaela said he had the ring everywhere that it wasn't supposed to be. It was in his jacket. You had it in your sleeve or something. You don't even remember. I
had first, well, I was talking to Libby and your dad about it. I was like, well dang, this box big, should I just take it out the box? And then just had the ring in my pocket and then I was like, what if it drop? What if I drop it? You know, then I was like, well, keep it in the box. So I had it in like the shoulder of my coat. Then cause I had on I had on these joggers, so it was anything that was in my pockets, you was gonna see the outline of it. So I ended up putting it in my my jacket. But then if you look in the video, like you could tell like the way I got my pants or my hands in my pants, that like pockets. Edit that. The way I got my hands in my pockets, you can see that like I'm trying to hide the ring behind my forearm.
I'll have to watch it.
That's why I made you get on the other side of me too. I think when we first started off in there, I started off on the other side, but the ring was on that side. Was on that side. So
that's crazy.
Oh, not you.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask me if I knew. No, like I only had a feeling just because of my mom was like, I just did my makeup, and you know, like dropping hints like that for me to like put some clothes on and do my makeup. And then Xavier's mom told me, because I was over here with him at his mom's house, and she kept calling you upstairs to like
Polo Space Jeans. Getting at work. If I knew how to fool with that camera, I would turn around and show y'all the score, how the tides have changed that fast.
Oh gosh. But yeah, his mom kept like calling him upstairs. So it was like a lot of stuff that I was picking up on. But I mean, I didn't want to like get my hopes up and be like, oh, it's happening today, and then it not happen. And one of my best friends also got engaged the same day we did. Excuse me, that evening, and so I was like, I don't probably. I wasn't expecting it, honestly.
Which, backtracking on that, originally I wasn't going to do it on that day because I had texted, we have a mutual friend, and he had told me that, he was getting engaged on this day, and I was like, ooh, I don't even feel like competing with that. He might have a air balloon come out the sky and whatnot, so I was just like, I'll wait. But then when her brother getting ready to go to Atlanta, I was like, oh, let's just keep it on. We got family in town and whatnot, so... There's a story behind that. But I was going to put it off. Then another me was, this is the true, honest part of all of this. I was going to wait till the new year just to let Mimi know she don't run nothing.
What?
And that
it
didn't have to be done this year. That she still would have woke up and went to sleep the same way if she would have got engaged on January 1st or January 2nd.
No. But yeah, it was perfect for me. That's all I wanted was my nails done and my family there. Oh, and then in this part, my dad is telling his mom just how thankful she is for how she raised him, and she started like boo-hoo crying. Have you seen this part?
I probably had this talk too, a lot of this, because I went and backtracked. We went to Longhorn. What is this?
No, it wasn't called Longhorn.
Yes, it was.
I thought y'all said you went to Saltgrass.
Oh, it was Saltgrass. Yeah. Probably wish it would have been Longhorn. Yeah, we went to Saltgrass and we did a lot of talking. Still did the old-fashioned way. We're going to ask, really for permission,
Yeah.
But so the stuff he was saying, he had communicated to me. Obviously, in the other way, since it was geared more towards the mothers, but.
Yeah, and that meant a lot to me, and that's something that I had brought up to him. What was that, around Thanksgiving when we were home? That I wanted him to talk to my dad.
Well, now you gotta go on autopilot because I'm hungry.
What?
If I find some food fast, I'll be back fast. If not,
I thought you meant the other Popeye food.
I don't want that.
Pause it.
No.
Why?
You can talk.
So yeah, it meant a lot that he talked to my dad, and I guess you talked to my mom too. Sort of, kind of, enough.
I mean, like every day. No pressure. What you gonna do?
So apparently, my mom texted him like every day.
Yeah.
That sounds like mom.
No pressure.
So
I just want to know what you're doing. No pressure.
She said my mom was texting him saying, "No pressure. I just want to know what you're doing or what the plan is."
I wanted to text her back and say, "Me too."
That's what. You wanted to know what your plan was too?
Give me something.
Yeah, so another friend had got engaged last week, a couple days before Christmas, and Xavier was so pressed. He was like, "How did he do it? How did he do it? How did he ask?" Because he wanted ideas, but I didn't. In the. What are you doing? Y'all here in the kitchen dancing, eating food. I didn't want I don't know what I'm trying to say.
She don't know what she want.
I do know what I want. It is.
And that's what everything.
It is. I do know what I want sometimes. I know what I don't want. I can tell you that, huh? Baby. You're not listening.
I am listening to you. It's just you don't know that either.
I can tell you what I don't want. I can tell you what I do want in certain things.
Yeah, okay.
But so for my proposal, I didn't really expect a big extravagant thing because that's...
Yeah, scoot to the right, son. I'm only doing one take.
Yeah, because why you got the salsa? Can you see the salsa in the camera?
I don't think so. Nah, you can't. You just see me from like.
Okay. Cause that's not his personality, and so I already knew that he was gonna be nervous. So for him to add on something else that he doesn't do, I didn't really expect that. Just cause he's too chill for that. Kind of, sort of, not really. You're not really a chill person.
Oh, what?
A chill person.
Why you say that?
I said you're kind of chill, and then I was like, well, kind of, sort of, not really. Like you are, but you aren't. You know?
We'll let the comments decide that.
I know the real you. But yeah, so then after that, everybody, my mom went around and just asked everybody if they had advice for us.
He said that it's a race.
He said marriage is a race.
So now you want to remember. When it's time for me to talk, now you go ahead. You got it.
No.
No, go ahead.
I was just helping. I was just helping you.
Okay, thank you.
Give the context. No.
You got it.
No. Go.
Oh, I can talk. Okay. I'm gonna sum it up because she wanted to say it now that I done brought it up. That we should be striving to outserve one another, and I really like that. Outserving, because if you think about that, y'all are striving to outdo the other, but it's coming, out of a good heart.
Yeah, a place of selflessness, like putting each other first and making sure you putting each other first.
But to me, I'm gonna dirty up so many dishes so she can outserve me.
That's not what he meant. See, that's your problem.
We gonna see.
That's your problem. You need to be making my plates and serving me breakfast in bed.
I'm gonna make the place dirty.
That's not what he meant. We can go back and we can go back so you talk to him. Cause that's not what he meant. But yeah, so that was our engagement story.
Just in time, baby. I can catch for this game.
Well, probably I'm gonna try to convince him to do more videos with me. Yes. No. I think so. Because I really want to do like a Q&A type thing and just our story in general, even though we kind of just touched on some of it. But yeah, you have anything else to say? He's smacking on these chips in the key.
Uncle Drew playing. I gotta let y'all go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna insert pictures of my ring because I'm obsessed with it. But you did good. And yellow's my favorite color, and it has a yellow diamond in the middle. You did good. Did you have help?
Mm-mm.
You did it on your own?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will see y'all in my next video. You gonna say bye?
What's your outro, since you got an intro?
No, look, because then you're gonna laugh at me like you did in my intro. Here you are. Say bye. That's what you get.